In this video, we're going to go over an exercise called the posterior capsule hip stretch. This is one of the most powerful exercises in this program because it's really going to help open up the back of the hips for those that are constantly clenching their butt cheeks and unable to let go of tension in the back of the pelvis. So I'm going to show this from multiple angles so you make sure you really understand it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into all fours and we're going to take our knees and bring them pretty close together and swivel the feet one way. Now, if I swivel my feet to the left, I'm going to take my left foot and reach over towards 6 o'clock or even 5 o'clock a little bit. Now, what I should feel is that I'm going to actually move my body now towards the right. So I want to take my hands and move them slightly over towards the right side. So this way that my nose is more right in line with my kneecap as opposed to being here with my head. I want to be more aligned over my kneecap. Now, in this case, what I want to do is I want to push my butt backwards as my chest goes forward. And I should feel a very deep stretch in the back of my hip here. Now, I'll show that from the side so we get it. I swivel my legs left, and now I take my left leg over, and I put it back here. Now, I don't want this leg super straight. I want it nice and relaxed, even putting my knee down, but my weight is all on my right kneecap. Now, I want to make sure I'm not so far away here, but I'm here, and I'm going to walk my hands over, and I should push my butt up, like I'm trying to make my butt as big as possible, and my chest bone forward, so that I get a big stretch of the back of my hip here. Basically, where we should be feeling the stretch is this back pocket, if I punch my butt here, where the femur, the leg bone, attaches into the back of the hip here. So I'm shifted over, and I push my butt up and my chest forward. And I'm breathing. Remember, I don't want this leg back. I want all the way to my kneecap. Now, I can intensify the stretch by going down on my elbows, but only if I can keep my butt up here. So I don't want to be in a tucked position like so. So when I'm here, I'm breathing deeply, getting out all the air. Now, I don't want to feel any pinchiness in the front of my hip. That might be the case for some people that are very limited. So you might have to mess around with angles over here, but we shouldn't feel any pinch in the front of the hip. So sometimes people will go too far down thinking this is a pigeon stretch. This is not a pigeon stretch. We're aiming to get our body right over the kneecap, not behind. But that said, while I'm on my knee, I'm still pushing my butt back without collapsing down, if that makes sense. My body's weight is over, and I'm feeling the big stretch, and I can come out. Now, I'll show it one more time from the back side. So I'm going to stretch out my other hip. I'm going to swivel this way, take my right leg over, not straight, but just relaxed, and I can even reach a little bit here. I'll shift my hands slightly over to the left, and I'm pushing my hip towards the left side here and pushing my butt back as my chest goes forward. Really aim to create a plump butt. You're pushing your butt back as much as you can, but keeping your chest forward, and you're breathing all the way to centered on my kneecap here. I don't want this back hip high. I want it low. And I'm just hanging out and breathing, and this should feel like a very deep stretch, not just a regular stretch, but you will feel a very deep stretch here. Breathing. The more you can accentuate chest up, long spine, butt back and up, the deeper your stretch is going to feel. So really wanted to go through that so you make sure you understand the devil's in the details here. Really plump butt, chest up, and you're going to feel a big stretch to the back of your hip. It's going to really help open up those hips.